Ladies and gentlemen, may I have your attention, please? The show starts in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go.
Welcome back to Unseen Sports TV and HP Track Chat. People, yeah man, you know we have to come on and we have to talk about the Velocity Fest 13. What happened last night at the National Stadium. Independence Park, limited people. Yeah man, so we have to talk about it because you know so some wonderful races you know, went on. Elaine Thompson looking good. Blake looking good. And up top you see HP Track Chat herself. Right there in her home, but she's on a track.
That's right.
Talk about the wonderful track and field sports. HP, what do you have to say? Come on, talk to the people.
Wow. Well, first of all, thanks for having me, and it is really a pleasure being here. I mean, I've been buzzing with excitement to talk about this and get into, just it was a very short event, maybe 2 hours and stuff, but the season 2023 has started, and a whole lot of things happening around the world, and of course the Jamaicans are at the party, and we're doing well, and we got the party started for the first time this season. We got a nice taste last night from Velocity Fest 13, and of course we're going to get into some of those events and stuff. I did enjoy watching, but of course I was a little disturbed by the empty lanes, athletes being registered and not turning up kind of thing. But the empty stadium is a pet peeve of mine when it comes on to track and field, because I think that we love track and field so much that we should find a way, the organizer should find a way to get track and field fans and their family and friends to come out and enjoy the party. So it was a good watch for me, seeing most of some of our top athletes out and stuff. So let's get into it.
All right. So people, your HP, she love it. The 2 hour. It was so short. I think more events should have been, in. But that's how the top events like Velocity Fest do their thing. You understand me, people? Short and spicy. Yeah, man. Big up Shericka Jackson and Akeem Blake and all the other athletes. Even if you don't drop a big time, we still big you up same way, hail you up same way for your effort, consistency in track and field arena.
Indeed.
Jordan, big up yourself. Getting real tired of last minute pull scratches in track and field. All right, man. People,
Yes.
remember, when you come on the live, please to subscribe to HP Track Chat. All right,
Yeah.
HP Chat. Which one of them? Cause
Chat, HP chat track.
HP Chat Track. All right,
Yes.
people. HP Chat Track. I don't know why she changed it from Track Chat, but HP. Cause if they don't do it that way, they won't find it.
Yeah.
You understand me? So HP Chat Track, people. Subscribe over there. If you haven't subscribed to Unseen Sports, subscribe as well. Like and share. Remember, if they like the live, YouTube help to push it out to a lot of people so them can come on, interact, and get fed with information from track and field. You understand me? It's easy as that. Scratches, no pull. La la. I like track chat better. Okay, Jordan. Big up
I,
yourself.
I know, Jordan. Thank you. It's a reason for the change. There's a reason for the switch. But thank you very much for the support. And I have to agree with Jordan on what he said. Getting real tired of last minute pulls, scratches, and in track and field. And I don't know if it's something that we can ever get rid of or it's something that we can try to fix, but let's see what will happen going forward.
That's true. That's true. That's true.
Yeah.
Elaine Thompson, she continues to pull out of event and also not registering big times. So people wondering if she really is going to be on the team going to Budapest. Also, Brianna Williams, looked like she wasn't pleased with her time in the heats. She said, tell herself not to run the final, because she would be in final A, but pull out. What's your thought on Elaine Thompson and Brianna Williams?
My thoughts on Elaine pulling out. The thing is that it is still early season, so I'm not going to be one of those track fans that is doubting what Elaine can do, because from Elaine burst on the scene 2015, 2015. She has made every global team. So I'm not worried about Elaine making the team or even doubting that Elaine can make the team. I'm just hoping that she's in good shape and, she's ready to go when the trials is ready to go come July. I think the trials is July 3rd to 6th or something like that. So I'm just hoping that she's fit and ready. But as it relates, it's too early for me to judge her, and I'm not ready to rule her out of the party, because we know what champions can do. We know what people like Elaine can do. We know what people like, Shelly and others can do. So I'm not ready to count her out as yet. But it would be nice to hear why she, did not turn up for her lane. As a track fan, one of the things that will annoy me is when you hear that people are registered to compete, and then when you turn up or you turn your attention to a track and field meet, then you're seeing empty lanes and people not turning up. I'm just curious to why this continue to happen, because when you look at track and field meet on the global stage, especially at the Diamond League level, and I know that some people might say, oh, the Diamond League level is way bigger, but at the end of the day, it is a track and field event, and I rarely see where somebody doesn't turn up for a Diamond League. Of course, people are going to say the money is bigger, but we have to try. Sport is a business, and we have to try and get these lanes filled when we're having, a track and field meet. And if we want fans to take us seriously, then we have to put more into organizing and ensure that people turn up. As it relates to Brianna Williams not turning up, I was a little disappointed because I really wanted to see her. I really wanted to see her in that race, because she looked pretty easy in the first round, running 11.3. So I was really looking forward to see her. But again, I hope that both ladies, both Elaine, who did not turn up any at all, and Brianna, who did not turn up for the finals, I'm just hoping that they are in good shape and they're not hurt. That is my concern.
Yes, I like what you say about the Elaine Thompson era case. It's too early. I think it's too early. I said it on a couple of videos before. I think it's too early to really, write her off or really start to criticize. Really constructive criticism. Sometimes people may take we as the bloggers very serious, put it that way, and it really hurt them when we say certain things that not going in their favor. But I believe that it's too early, and remember, she knows it. She's been there and done that, and you know. But what I can say though, the Ashanti Moore, the Karika Hill, the Kiara Grant, and those girls, they are coming. They are not sitting down and waiting no more. Tina Clayton, the Tia Clayton, if Alana Reed step in without injury and step in, it's going to be um, a battle for to go on that plane to Budapest. And I think Elaine is right there between them. maybe she may not have a chance going there. But before we go ahead, we will talk about some run up some of the chats comments in the comment box here. So HP before going into that. So Jordan said I like chat better NGL. Salawa, Eddie Nasir, Brenna Williams, Elaine Thompson-Herah, Tiana Clayton. How was this weekend in the world of chat and feel? Cool you. Ozzy Dixon said, I all last minute withdrawal from the meets of this caliber will always occur once an athlete feels a niggle or is not comfortable. They will not take unnecessary risk with nothing at stake. Jordan said, and even a couple US collegians I was looking forward to see. Everyone gets hyped up and they pull out without explanation. They don't want to in such a quality field so early. The matchup for Elaine so early, not one a coach would want to do. I want track meets to start finding last minute pull outs unless they can provide a medical report. Yeah, just like a football team. That's true. Tina not showing up in another case of keeping her away from such a lineup this early. Every year is the same thing. The top three female athletes in Jamaica don't match up so early. Nothing new. Athletes, yes. So athletes look to athletes like to athletes like to complain on Twitter over track not being bigger. The governing body has a part to play, but hope they are calling out their peers for being used to sell a meat and not showing up. Toughy Rudy again. I would be that confident about Elaine making the top three for world. My God, I won't be confident. So people are not confident. You can go ahead.
I think we the thing is that track and field fans, not just track fans, but let us keep it at track. I think sometimes we can be very critical. We can be very critical of the athletes, and I am one of those people who will always say we have to be careful how critical we are of the athletes as fans, because the thing is that we don't know what their program, we don't know what they're working towards, we don't know what is happening behind the scene with their program. But my only thing is that if you know for sure that you do not want to clash with someone too early, do not register for the meet, because sport is a business and you need the fans. And if you continue to promote a meet with certain athletes and they do not show up, after a while fans are going to say, well, a joke thing this, so I'm not about to waste my money and go. We have to be serious about it because it is a business. If an athlete is going to register for the meet, then they need to commit themselves. Granted, I know that things can happen. Now, if you are genuinely injured and you can prove that something is going on and you do not want to risk hurting yourself to be out of the season, then that's a different case. But to just register and not turn up, I am a track and field fan that I kind of get tired of hearing that now you get all worked up over track and field meet, and then when it's time you hear, oh, that lane is empty, that lane is empty, that person is not there. We have to be a little bit more professional about the whole thing. But as it relates to Elaine not making that team, I would say that's a little harsh, because um, Elaine seemed to be in pretty good shape based on what I've been seeing with her in the season. And I've watched track and field enough to know that you do not rule out a champion because you will lose your money. And I can call names. I've seen we doubted people and those people came out at the top of the podium. So we have to be careful how we just throw our own words, because we don't want to offend the athletes. We can have an opinion, but we have to be very mature and sensitive in how we doubt them. But I don't doubt that the top three ladies, anybody who is going to get that fourth spot or even get one of the top spot will have to get around Shelly, Elaine, and Shericka. I still have them as the top three. Of course, Jamaica can carry four because we're the defending champion. So I think the race is going to be for that fourth spot.
Yes, that's true. That's true. That's true. Um, you know, it is not easy to put out a champion. You understand me? And that is what I am going with. You know, I believe that she will use her experience, unless she's hurt. But one of the things I don't like with athletes is that I don't know. They're afraid to say, "Hey, I'm hurt." Like, why are you afraid to say I'm hurt? Understand me? I'm hurt. I think
Or
it's easy.
or even if you don't want to clash with somebody too early, it's okay to say it, it is okay to pull out of a meet because I've been watching track and field for many, many years, and you hardly see top athletes meeting each other, especially the Jamaican top athletes. They do not meet each other most times until the trials, or if there's a diamond league. But on the local circuit, we hardly see them meet each other in an event. So it's okay if it is okay if you don't want to clash with each other because you might feel as if you're not ready, and it's okay. But my thing is registering for a meet, and then when you show up as a fan, whether to watch or in the stadium, you hear that, oh, this clash is not going to be going on because this person pulled out. And I think we as fans, we deserve to hear that, okay, so Elaine Thompson-Herah pulled out because she wasn't feeling confident about how her right foot was feeling, or how her leg, or whatever it might be. But I think we deserve to know something because we are the one who is carrying the sport
And pain.
with,
And
and
pain. Money
pain. We're
for it as
paying.
well.
Right. So I think we need to hear something. This thing where people just pull out and you there sitting in the stadium waiting on to see Shelley against Elaine, and then the next thing you hear, one of them not there. You can at least say, well,
You want back your money.
no, not even that you want back your money, but treat us as if we are a very important element of the sport because we are important, So that is
Yes.
my only thing. But to say Elaine, they're doubting, I don't start doubting Elaine as yet because I've seen us written off athletes, and when we go to the trials, we get the shock of our life. I've been shocked so many times, I am immune. And I can go back into, I remember 2008, I was in the stadium. And when that 100 meter for women run, and Veronica Campbell Brown was not in the top four, I tell you, instantly I had a headache. And all of us had Veronica to win. So the point I'm trying to make, people will turn up. Sharon was injured, and Sharon turned up 2008 trials and make it on the team, and we got that historic 1-2-2. So, we can't be so critical to doubt our winners, our champions.
Ricardo Baggio, big up yourself, man. What you talking about? Me drop him comment on the thing, man. You know the thing already, man. You have to up the thing, You understand? The money not run it still. And I so not drop no super chat or no super sticker or no drop no money in the PayPal. But we do a thing, we are HP, I do a thing, we think. Have a step up, you
Indeed.
understand? Him say, what and
Indeed.
seeing the thing look official, brother. Big up yourself, Ricardo Baggio.
Blessings. Blessings,
Hear more of
Ricardo.
Ricardo Baggio. Make sure you subscribe to HP TrackChat. And you know when I make 5 other people subscribe and tell other people, tell them to tell other people, make 5 other subscribe.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah, so we are gonna do it. You understand me? Yeah, man. But HP, somebody in the comment section, I don't remember his who because I have to go back and look. But anyway, they said that one of the things that the athletes should do, or what JJ should do, is that whenever you're going to enter into an event, you must, if you're injured, you must send a medical report. Our doctor supposed to write something in paper, you know, and submit it. So we can use that as, leverage to
I
show that,
agree. That is
I'm
fair.
injured.
That is a fair
I'm not
ask.
feeling good. Have
Yeah, that's
emergency.
yeah, yeah.
Just like like Shelly write something for the fans them and say, hey, I have a family emergency. And that is acceptable. You
And that's
understand?
professional. That's
Because
what you do. That's the
so,
professional thing to do. Yeah.
so South Christ, some athletes actually don't have any respect for supporters. What's your take on that?
Uh I I don't know if it is the athletes or the organizer. I'm not sure who to blame for this one because organizers should ensure that they put something in place that because it's like planning a stage show and you said, okay, I am going to have the two top DJs in Jamaica, a clash, and tickets sold out, and everybody turn up. And when you turn up, there's no clash and there's no explanation. People want an explanation. You don't have to give us the details. You don't have to tell people the details of what is happening. But people want you to come on stage and say, well, you know, patrons, I'm very sorry to disappoint you, but um, Unseen did not turn up for this clash because he's not feeling well or he has an emergency. Tell the people something, but to not tell us anything will make us become withdrawn from the sport, especially if it is repetitive. If it is repetitive, people are going to move away and say, you know, something, a joke thing this. So I'm not even going to waste my time go stadium because Tom or Dick or Harry or
I go with
Susie or
that.
Jane might not turn up.
Yeah, them name
So
down, but they might not turn up. So,
right. So
and you know,
I don't know if I want to blame the athletes or the organizers. The organizers need to protect themselves because at the end of the day, fans are going to lick out on the organizers and say, "Sure, me not gotta meet them because every time I gotta meet them advertise people who don't turn up."
so
So
so Chris, how about an apology? If you indicate that you were going to be performing and you did not show, how about an apology?
good enough. An explanation is good enough. We don't need any details. Just come tell us something.
Elaine
Just
chances are as little better because it's fourth spot. Hey, hey, Toughy Rudy,
who is
easy,
saying that?
easy, Toughy Rudy, easy. Remember, he's a champion. Third or fourth spot.
Toughy Rudy, a savage man. Oh God, you
Toughy
can't
Rudy
treat the
has a
champion.
hard Toughy
You
Rudy.
can't treat the champion like that, man. Toughy. This is a woman who has done something that no other track and field athlete has done except for Usain Bolt, winning the double back to back.
So record about you
That's
say,
not easy.
record about you say, unseen. What's your view on Brianna Williams? It seems like she has plateau. No, you know, I don't think she has plateau. I think the program is different from the Atto Bowling program. So what is happening in her body is getting accustomed to it. And I heard from the grapevine, from my Eagles, that she was injured. Coming from an injury. So she maybe she's not pleased with the time that she ran, and she's not comfortable with how her body is at the moment, or maybe she is loaded. People don't understand track and field. Sometimes these athletes are loaded. So when them a run, the leg them can't lift up properly.
Yep.
Understand sore muscle. No matter how much massage you get and them thing there. When if you live look a little, if you could have live a little life and athletes them, football or whatever, good program. Not a fair business. You
Yeah,
understand me?
man. Yeah.
You
Let,
will understand that some of these athletes them go through certain things at the moment. It's when them start in speed training, bloop, fastest thing.
yeah.
You understand what people say?
Let's give them a little more time, guys.
Yeah.
We still have a little more time
But
because
Brenna Williams though, Brenna Williams look like I think boy I don't know if you say, but me not gonna say it still. Me wait some more because Brenna Williams, why you have Ashanti Moore, you have Kiara Grant,
yeah,
Julie
Brianna Williams.
Clayton,
Yeah, Brianna Williams is in a little group that is tough. And when I
rough.
say tough, me no mean nice tough. Me mean
Rough.
serious tough. She's in a group with some people that it is going to be it's difficult. It's hard. It's very, very hard because if a Tina Clayton get ahead of Brianna out of the blocks, that's it.
You see it.
You know, I don't think she will be able to catch a Tina Clayton. So it's tough that little pack that she's in with Brianna Liston, Tina Clayton, newly joining the group, Alana Reed. You know, so it is a little spot. Plus, there's Kemba Nelson right there, as you said, Kiara Grant. It it is very competitive, and that was why I said I think that fourth spot That fourth spot can be anybody's game. And remember too that even Natasha Morrison was looking super good yesterday, running 11.08 in her first round.
You know, Natasha Morrison always, Natasha Morrison know if make the team, you know. People.
Natasha Morrison knows how to make the team. Yes, she does. She does. She does. She
We have a
does.
well for time though for Ashanti more. I don't know, I just feel like she's gonna make the team. Because she's that, you know, based on what our season is, she's coming from 11-2, 11-3. I know she's at 11-12. And
Listen,
you know, speed training it has not yet started for she, and you can see the raw power, our body she just, you know, build for track and field, and you know it's I think it's her year now to make a mark. I don't
yeah.
know what you think about her, HP. Let us know.
Ashanti Moore, I watched her junior career, and if many remember, Ashanti Moore came very, very close to Veronica's Class 1 record in her final year at Champs. I have been waiting to see what she has in store, and I'm going to keep saying it. That fourth spot, I don't even want to say just the fourth spot, but if you come to the trials and you're not on top of your game, it is going to be very serious. It is going to be very serious because right now we can almost count, if it goes according to script, we can almost count the top 8 that will be in that final come the first week of July. And I'm sure we're going to see some people coming from overseas, who training from overseas, who is going to come and maybe break hearts. So I am not here to rule out anybody, but Ashanti Moore, she has the product. And as I said before, she was one of them that came very close to Veronica's record in her final year at Champs.
All right, so I don't think she has improved since leaving Atto's camp. All right, so you know what I will say to you, but me not think Atto do anything great with her. You understand me? What I will say is that I mean I think she should go to that club. You know, I think she should go to Stephen France, Stephen Francis. And that's a Frano. You Frano get Brenna Williams. Brenna Williams will be.
Why Frano and not where she is?
I just think that Frano knows how to work with young upcoming superstar. Him know
Oh,
it. Him been there before. Him know if him is a genius when it come on to the science of the body. You know,
okay.
workload. You know, you can see it over the years. Him know what him supposed to do. Only thing may umpire if she get a severe injury. But once her body can take the pressure and take the load. You see, Tina Clayton defy the odds, you know, right now, you know. Because Tina Clayton now wait for a year or two if start say, all right, at my time now, you know, she'll do it. No, you know, her junior year, you know, right? And me believe, say, she can beat up some of them girl that were in the thing long time. Especially Fabs and them girl. Tina Clayton,
I think
like, she gonna make the team.
I think Tina will make the team, and maybe I should not be saying this because I normally don't say this kind of thing. But I think if anybody has a very good shot at that fourth spot, it's Tina Clayton. That's what I think based on what I've been seeing, looking at her, how she progressing, and looking at all the others. I think if Tina Clayton get a good race together, she can be one of the 4 Jamaicans that will be in Budapest in the individual 100, not just as relay. That's what I think. But as I said before, our trials is not normally normal, and I've gotten my heart broken already at trials.
The Ultra is coming like a world championships. Me not
Yeah,
gonna
it's very competitive, especially for the ladies.
world championships, yeah man. Write the narrative. So write the narrative say SFP left when ETH started to speak. Left when Jacko started to speak. I What? I start at time for MVP. Okay. Unseen. I am giving Tina third or fourth. Be our strong. Big up on yourself, people joining the live. Remember to like,
See?
subscribe, and share. Once you come on, like, subscribe, and share. And don't forget to subscribe to HP Chat Track. You understand me?
See?
I don't know the
Tuffy,
people. I
Tuffy,
love.
Tuffy is also saying what I'm saying.
Okay.
He's including Tina in the top four. Be
Kashif,
strong. Big up
Kashif, big up
yourself.
yourself.
Be strong. Be strong. Big up yourself.
Kashif, big up yourself, man. People, one thing we are asking for you want to do now. Share the live with your friend. Yeah, man, if I have two friends you have, love track and field, just punch them the live. Punch them the link, man, and make them come on, come over discussion. Alright?
Before
Yeah.
we move on from the
Call number,
women,
calling number I work to hear people 3414262. Easy, easy. I'm putting in the comment section. So,
rewrite the narrative says one star at a time at MVP. I get, uh, I guess that's the history. I guess that is what history has shown.
when you say BI Strong, say Shelly, maybe only run one eat at the trial, yeah, in the 100 meter, yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
We
Just
soon
like
go.
she did last time.
Hey, Jordan, stop jump the gun now, man. We soon go to that, man. I know what you want to talk about, from for your comment on the chat. I you want to talk about. We soon go there, man, because that's that topic, You understand? You want people to come on the live. More if you share the live with their friend, them. You understand me, Jordan? Yeah. Yeah. So, be strong. So, the number, drop on the live, people, so you can, one star at a time for MVP. Okay. So, now do it like Texas long on. This year is for Alfred and next year is for our young star. What's name? Kevin Davis.
Kevona Davis, that's what they're saying. And it is so funny how the roles change because at champs we know who was ahead.
Yeah.
Shericka Jackson's performance.
Yeah, man. You know who
Sherry,
me have, you know who me have a lot of times with the men's section. I'm soon go over to Shericka Jackson's performance. I have a lot of time for Golson. Youth from GC for someone named Golson.
Golson, okay, yeah.
Alright, so South Korea say any update on Nkume yet. So last time we Nkume had a grade one hamstring injury. So that's not a tear, it's basically cramps in the hamstring. One of the muscles in the hamstring. So he will be okay. You have to just rest it and straighten it and come back good again. You understand me? I think he might go too fast, and him body don't used to the speed where he go to at the moment. So you need to work on him strength, get stronger. Yeah, basically that. Don't take my word for it, I'm not a doctor. Aye. What did why did ETH leave? Hey, rewrite the narrative. Right now, we don't know the narrative of that. I swear to you. Right now, you could know it better than we. I like HB.
Yeah, we're not sure why. Yeah, we don't have the details. Well, I don't. I don't have the details on why Elaine did not take her lane. I don't have the details on why Shelley. It just said she has family emergency.
Or Shelly.
Yeah, he said,
Elaine,
why
Elaine.
did Shelley and Fraser Price leave?
Oh.
Oh, maybe. Oh, I think he's talking about maybe MVP.
So, cool, you say Brianna is loaded for sure. The regulator program designed for trials. She will be unloaded there. Unseen sports. Hey, People, I have one video where me I train some little athlete, from my little camp. So I want to check it out. You understand me? It's called plyometrics drills with coach Jaban Parchment. You understand me? Unseen Sports TV. Now check it out and see what me I go on with. Drop on the comment and tell me what you think. You understand me? Yeah, man. Constructive criticism.
Yes.
Good. You understand me, people? So
Yes.
Rudy say, don't forget Kemba Nelson.
Yes. I agree, Toffee. I did
How about
mention Kemba.
all right?
Lem-
So Kemba is at which club again? With
Kemba is
Chelsea,
at
right?
Elite. Yeah, she's at
Chelsea.
Elite.
Kemba Nelson posted something in on one of the papers, right? She said that she actually have to be learning how to run again, over again, because the coach, had problem because some things need to fix. So I don't think, for me, I don't think she has chance this season. That is my opinion. Learning to, based on that statement, HP, I don't see it. I mean, I see she dropped my time yet to say, all right, Kemba Nelson, ready. I think next year now, you know, she will be a force to reckon it. But this year, battle package.
It's tough, and I'll keep saying that until this program is over. The female 100 meters is so competitive that right now the only person who is safe is Shelly, because Shelly is the defending champion. Shelly and Fraser Price is safe because she is the reigning champion.
Shericka safe to me.
Sharika to me look the next best safe. Elaine to me also look safe. Elaine also look safe. Now, when it come down, the good thing is that as the reigning champion, we get a fourth person, and I think that fourth person can come from any of the other ladies in the wing. That's what I call them. They're in the wing. It can come from Kemba, it can come from Tina, can come from Natasha. If Brianna Liston decided to come, it can come from any one of those ladies in the wing, waiting. So it is going to be very, very interesting to see how it unfolds. But for me, I think the only three that out of the four that is safe are the three ladies who are coming from the Olympics as a 1, 2, 3, coming from the World Championships 1, 2, 3. I still think those three ladies are still safe. Shelly don't have to run, so she is double safe.
Yeah, man, Shelly don't have run.
Yeah, Shelly don't. Shelly just have to turn up, and I like that rule from the World Championship. I really do like that rule, but I still think Elaine is safe. I mean, not step say Elaine safe. I still think Elaine is safe.
All right, so I am not confident that Elaine Osborne is the best choice for coaching her. Financially, yes, but in terms of focus and discipline, I don't know. I'm not going there.
Ye-
It's CSL South Cry. Unseen Sports now go down the road there. I'm sure HB now go down the road there with you.
Yeah, I am not going to go down that road because people are entitled to choose their management team, and yeah, I can't go down that road. I can't, because I'm not going to tell a person what I think is the best thing for them. And one of the thing is that maybe sometimes we're a little eager to see results, that we do not give things enough time to go through a normal process. We just want to see people leave high school and become stars. We just want to see people go to a new coach and we start seeing result. Things change, and so i I can't agree. I'm sorry.
Jordan said, Ashanti claims a major scalp at that meet. The Michael, Michael, or any Michael Johnson meet? the meet over in USA Saturday. She beat what's the girl name again? Oh, I forgot the girl name, man.
Who is that? Which meet is this?
Ashanti Moore defeated hold on, I don't get the name, but I think how she beat again? She beat a big name athlete, man. People just Abby Steiner, yes, Abby Steiner. Yeah, detonation, you're late, man, you're late, you're late,
In
you're
what? The
late.
one in what? The 100
Yeah,
meters?
man, the 100-meter, man. Abby Steiner, you're Kasif. Abby Steiner.
But I don't know if Abby Steiner is a 100-meter specialist.
But no, she's not a 100-meter specialist.
No, she not.
But
No.
she's a 200-meter specialist, so she will need to improve her 100-meter time for our chance to win a gold medal. Which me think, I don't know still, next 2 or 3 years, I don't know.
Yeah. Yeah. Things take time, things take time. And it is not so easy. If you look at the history of track and field, it is not so easy for newcomers to come and just defeat the seasoned people. We've seen, how many times have we seen people doing so well on the collegiate circuit and they come to their trials and don't even make the team? So everything takes time. You have to go through the process, and it takes time. So Abby is not a 100-meter specialist, so she's more a 200 person based on what I've been seeing with her. Ashanti Moore is a 100-meter specialist, so that's how it should go. It went according to script.
Next year, at least a year, at least a year for shine. Oh, yeah. I'm gonna tell you. You see, sometime, I'm gonna tell you what. Sometimes these athletes, all right, so they make a decision to go, college, run in the collegiate scene, get an education first, and then, focus on pro. So that's why people sometimes we don't want to really pressure the athletes who, go college and stuff. If they might run good time, they might interested to come and run at the national trials, but I think them just focus on their education. Get their education. Last year in their collegiate season, if they're running big time now, they can transition over into the pro scenes or just represent the country. But we just think enough of pressure them. When they might try to get them education at that time.
I
That's my
totally
thought.
agree. I agree.
It's not gonna be one for the future. People, I think Liston should run 4 and 200 meter. That's my opinion. She's a good, she have that turnover speed like Christopher Taylor. I think that's what she should focus on. From the high school. Yeah, that's my thought. But maybe the workload, not everybody like the workload, the 400-meter workload are normal, HP.
I know. I've heard. I've heard athletes saying it's tough. I've heard athletes, including Mr. Usain Saint Leopold, saying it's tough. So, yep. But
But
I'm
in
I'm
terms,
I'm glad I'm glad that you touch on the 400 meters, because our 400 meters right now is a little shaky.
four
Both,
bills.
yeah, both on the men and
Let us look on
women.
the
Is it?
let us look on the time in the 400 meters, people. We have all the information right here in front of us. So let us keep it professional. HP. You understand? So let us go to the men's 400 meter. It's right on the screen right here, people. So the men's 400 meter. We'll start out with the men first, and then we'll go final men's B, and then we'll go to C. So men's B. I think it was poor the time, 48-78. That's high school time from Najee Mikiel, MVP. Tariq Dakers, Swebs Shop Club, 48-80. Not good. Davide Bokam, partner 80. Even Bramwell from Calabar doing better times than these athletes, 47. And he's in class two.
Let's go to the A race. Let's go to the A
Go to
race.
the areas. So, yeah, let's go to the areas. So let's look at the areas, people. Zadrian Barnes from GC Foster. I'm telling you, he's not a sprint tech um, registered athlete. He's a GC Foster college athlete. So that means him they are GC I'm doing thing. You understand me? A college youth. I'm doing courses and stuff. 45.41 people.
Same time as Rashid McDonald.
Same time as in McDonald. But you know them do that thing that 100 of a second business. Or 1,000 of a second business. You understand me? But damage gear though. Come like him can't come out of gear one. What do you think?
Ah, all I can say is because I try to choose my words very, carefully. Our 400 meters for men is struggling. We've been struggling for a while now. We have been struggling. When you look at the times that are out there, when you look at the times that these men are running, even in first round jogging, you're looking at 40, 44 low, 43 high. We're struggling. We are really, really struggling. um, Both men and women. Well, we haven't seen the top 400 people as yet, but if you look at this race yesterday, Ricky and Russell and Onika Makanoff could finish ahead of these times, as schoolgirls. So that is to show you that, based on what I saw yesterday, we are struggling, even though we have not seen the top ladies yet, like Candice McLeod, Stephanie and McPherson. We have not seen those ladies as yet. The fastest time was run by Williams from Barbados, you know, Shadane Williams from Barbados, 51.84 on the women's side. So it is going to be very, and what is so funny about the 400 meters, especially for women, the rest of the Caribbean is stepping up, because I don't know how many people remember this, but last year at the World Championship, 5 women from the Caribbean made the finals, and on the podium, it was all 3 women from the Caribbean. The American women did not make the final of the 400 meters for women. It was a Caribbean affair. So the rest of the Caribbean is stepping up, because Shanae Miller from the Bahamas won. Paulina from Domrep, she from Dominican Republic, she got the silver medal, and the young lady from Barbados, she got the bronze. So other parts of the Caribbean is stepping up. So we now need to find our rhythm back into this event that we have done so well in, with the likes of Lorraine Fenton, Novlene Williams Mills, Shericka Jackson. We've done so well over the years. Sandy Richards and company, we've done so well in this event. So I'm a little concerned about our quarter mile program, both men and women.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I've been looking at it over the years, and I think we're not improving in that department. I think, or at least if you want to run the 400 meter, you have to go overseas to get overseas training. I swear, we're not good enough in that department. I
You
think we
think
focus
so? Why not?
on that.
Why can't we? Why is it that we're not good enough to train quarter
I
milers?
think at
We
elite level, at
started
elite level.
Jamaica's track and field started at the Olympics level with our quarter milers. Granted, I think they were training overseas, people like Herb McKinley, Arthur Wint, and those people. But why is it that we cannot find someone here in Jamaica to coach
Right.
quarter milers to become
So at
competitive?
the elite, level, right? Um, Look at the best coaches in track and field in Jamaica. They are doing sprints. They're focusing on sprints, right? I believe that if Stephen Francis or Greg Mills, go over to the 400 and say, all right, you can go and focus on athlete in the 400, maybe we might see a difference. But other from that, their interest is on the one and the two and the hurdles,
So
you
if
know?
if I was coaching, I would look, because the thing is that, when you're going to do a business, it is very important that you do something called a SWOT analysis. So if you realize that we have two outstanding coaches already dominating the sprints, their athletes are dominating the sprints worldwide, why not say to yourself as a coach, okay, instead of focusing on sprinters, let me focus on quarter milers. And then another coach will come and say, okay, we're doing well here. This coach is doing that. Let me focus on the middle to long distance. Why not try to do something else instead of everybody focusing on sprints? And when you look at the sprints, it is really just a handful of most of our athletes that are dominating in that department. We're talking about MVP, we're talking about racers, and now we're talking about elite who have been doing some great things themselves.
But H, we have always understanding us say our pet event is the one and the two.
No, rubbish, rubbish, rubbish.
No, that's
You know
listen.
why I say, let me tell you why I say rubbish. Let me tell you why I say rubbish. I say rubbish because anything we put our mind to, we can do it. If you want to sell something and you go up on a corner, you see 10 people are sell ripe banana. Why you going on the corner go sell ripe banana? Why don't you say, all right, them people that sell ripe banana, make me sell orange. You are more likely to sell orange than if you go on the corner and sell the same ripe banana, because them people that already dominate the ends sell ripe banana. So why not say, all right, as a coach, let me further my skills and coach quarter milers. Let me just concentrate on quarter milers and see where we can go from there. Because not all sprinters, remember, with sprinting, the country only needs 3 at a time for an event. And if you have one club that can produce those 3 athletes,
We have understands. They have understands. Say, hey, the world, they not forgot. They not represent Jamaica for make money. You can go. Only per meet appearance fee. Just need our agent.
yeah, but you can do just as good with the 400. If you focus on it, if you said, this is my niche, this is what I'm going to do, and focus on, get yourself 2 400-meter athletes and just stay behind the scene and build your thing
But it's not
and
alone.
work on it.
It's not only the coach alone. At least them not do it neither. Them go do it one time and then come out and leave it. The Jamaican at least them don't have the discipline like what Tuffy Rudy say. They don't have the discipline to continue. Hey, God
So,
bless them.
so if they do not have the discipline, what is going to happen to them then?
All right, look at this then. Brenna Williams. I think Brenna Liston, sorry, is that have the potential to be one of the best for this athlete. Will she do it? I don't think so. She got the one and two. And I care how much beating she get in the one and two. She will continue the one and two.
Because and I can understand why Brianna Liston would stick to the 1 and 2, because that is what she is good at as a junior.
Oh,
She's
but
not good at the 4. So for
she
her to
almost never
switch,
run the
for
four
her
as
to
a
go up to the
competitive.
4, but for her to go up to the
But
4,
she have the ability.
somebody would have to go to her and said and
Oh,
break down the science to her to get her to switch to that event. But if I am very good at my event, why should I switch to another event
no,
that
but
I'm
that's
not
just
good at
that's
to learn
that's
it?
just that's just high school people. We are using this high school thing like, hey, the end of the world. Like, yeah, you achieve everything in life. This high school thing, like, me just sometimes hate it. You understand me?
See,
Like,
I agree with Jordan. I agree with Jordan. Jordan said no one is going from sprints to quarter miler when the money goes.
right.
Jordan, not easy.
So are the money
But
anything? But
But the thing, but you can make the money anywhere. All right. Let us look at the field events. Look at Rojas. Look how much money Rojas is making in the field. If wherever you go, if you are good at what you do, you will make money. You don't only make money in the 100 meters, but you have to make up your mind that wherever you go, you are going to dominate. You understand? You are going to dominate. We have seen 3 quarter milers in recent times that have switched from 400 to 100 and they are dominating. And those are Usain Bolt, Shericka Jackson, and Fred Curley. Now, the latest switch, it seems as if it's Norman. We don't know what he can do yet. We haven't seen him.
Manu?
Norman, Michael Norman from USA. Yeah, he's testing the 100 meters. But what I'm saying, if somebody have been dominant in an event, their junior years coming up, it is hard to get them to switch if you cannot show them, that look, switching will put me in a better place than where I am. So let's see, what will happen. BI Strong say Rojas makes money because she is the only elite athlete in her country in track. All right, there you go. BI Strong, you have a very good point. So my thing is that if you, wherever you position yourself, if you make up your mind to do the work and be good at your craft, even if a 1500 meter you're running, you will get your glory. The glory is not in the sprints alone. The glory, look at Mofara. Mofara was running 5,000. Look at Gabri Selassie. Look at Defar from Ethiopia. Look at all those people. They got their glory in whichever event they were in because they were dominating. They weren't running 100 meters, but they made their money and they became famous and they were a part of the glory party. So we need to get it out of our head and let the youngsters understand that it's not just the 100 meter that will give you glory. There is glory all around once you are doing well.
HB. I think you understand what me I try to say. But
The money.
I'm explain. No, I don't know. I don't know the money. It's just the fact. The point of me I say is that most of the athletes them. All right. So as a coach, even if I lead the 1 and 2 in junior career, based on the mechanics and everything, I can say, that boy, I can do well in the 400 meter. You understand me? Just by looking, and that is the eye I have as a coach. Me can tell you, say if Brianna Liston focus on the 400 meter, she can be a force to reckon with on the 400 meter. You understand me? Right. Now, will she do it? I don't think so. And no matter how much beating she get in the 1 and 2, she not gonna do 400 meter. She not gonna try it. Right? And for the 100 meter, me personally don't think she gonna be a top talent at the 100 meter. Maybe the 200 meter, but not the 100 meter.
Well, me now, I cannot go down that road again. We are trying to foresee the future, and I cannot do that because I don't know how it will work out for her. So the most I can say, she looks promising. I cannot sit here in 2023 and said she will not be a force to be reckoned with in the 100 meter in the next 2-3 years because
Remember, I know.
I am not even giving her until the Olympic next year.
But
I'm not even giving her until the Olympics.
Remember, we are Jamaica, we mark hard,
No, not me. No, you can mark
Then
hard,
get
but
gold
you
medal.
have to be no, but you cannot
Right.
speak with such conviction because we don't know the future. So to say an athlete is not going to or this now, no, I don't talk like that. I choose my words carefully. She has the potential, and let us see what will happen because
No.
I'm not going to sit here and say she's not going to progress in the 100 meters and then the next Olympics people like me embarrassed when me I jump up fear me I say somebody gonna remind me say then no you this session not gonna make it. So I try not to talk like that because for Brianna Liston, for
make it.
Tina Clayton, it is early days for those young ladies. So we cannot call their future yet. Even if them come to the trials this year and get beaten, we cannot call it yet because it's early days for them. So, but going back to the 400 meters, and I am saying this and I hope coaches are watching, we need some coaches to specialize in 400 and middle distance. We need that. We already dominate in the sprints. We're already doing well in the sprints. Please, coaches, please, somebody please take up the 400 seriously. Thank you.
No, but Kolo. You see, if you look on Brianna List, Mr. Brianna is around 400 meter and beat up people. We had the 400 meter for years in a high school. That may I tell you. She just don't like it. But she have the body, her mechanics fit the 400 meter, her strides, them fit it. You understand me? That's what I'm saying. Just like a Chris Taylor. Him strides fit the 400 meter and the 200 meter. You understand me? But, you know, but what may I say is that I am not saying that she won't come second or third in the 100 meter, you know. You understand me, HP? In a global meet or a world championship or whatever. But
So
I don't
why
think,
wouldn't you say she will win? Why don't you say she
no,
will win?
I think our body mechanics will make her win. You know, you have to get good, you know, the girl section, you have to get good start, you know,
L-
HP. When you ever
listen,
see, at one time, I ever see Brenna Williams, Brenna Liston get a good start in a class 4. You know, see it again for the rest of her career. Get a good start in a 100 meter. Me never see it again. Hey, people can back me up on that in the chat.
as I said before, it's just too early for me to be calling Brianna Liston, who is still a junior in college, and her pro career don't even start fully yet. It don't even start yet. So I cannot reason like that to say Brianna. No, I don't know. Right now, I have her as a winner. If when that time come, it not happen, then, but it's too early for me to make that call. Just like how it, even
No,
at,
but she's a winner. She's a winner for me. But
no,
not
I
in the
mean in the
100 meter.
future, meaning a future winner in the
For me,
100
she's a
meters.
winner. She's a winner for me, you know. With 200 meter. And if she try the
Yeah, but you
400,
don't want to give her the gold in the 100 meters. Look,
no, I not see she win a gold in the 100 meter.
well, I bet to
That's my
differ,
opinion.
but we will see. Hopefully, I'm around to say unseen. Who is that on the middle of the podium running 10.45? Just saying. Just
I know you're just saying.
yes, sir. Just saying.
I know you're just saying.
All right, let us look at
People
what
don't
the
take HP serious.
no, they know. They I think they know. Winston Berger is saying 10 females have done under 10 seconds this year. The 100 meters are overcrowded. I totally agree with you, Winston. I agree with you. I totally agree with you. I agree. I agree. We need more people in the 200 meters. We need more people. Even in the 200 meters, we need more people. We need to have
Yeah,
at
we're
least
supposed to have a
three
team who can win.
solid.
We
We're
can get
supposed to
one, two, three. You
we're
understand me?
supposed to have at least a solid 200-meter team. Also, we have a solid 100-meter team for the ladies. We should have a solid 100-meter team also for the women. See, Shelly did the double last year, and she did us proud by getting that silver medal and stuff. But Shelly is not a 200-meter specialist. She had done it a few times and find herself on the podium, which is remarkable. But based on how our factory looks, we should at least have 3 competitive women running 200 meters. All right, Ozzy Dixon is saying, HP, agree with you and Brianna Liston. Extremely very early to try to make a prediction about her best. I agree. Yeah, I agree. But unseen Steve,
I'm making a decision based on biomechanics.
yeah, but I mean, she is still in her development phase, isn't she, coach unseen?
That's true, but look at Kemba Nelson. Trying to fix Kemba Nelson now. She look, for me, look out.
Why you think we're trying to fix Kemba now?
No, the coach, she said she have to learn how to run again. She learning how to run again. She said it out her own mouth.
Different coach, different
So she
method.
have to actually have to try train herself to run again fast. So this year maybe not be her here. It's as simple as that.
Thank you, Jordan. So you see, unseen,
See that?
they're agreeing with me that it's too early to.
No, but and him say unseen sports have a point. I know you alone. People agree with me too.
Yeah, is who that agreeing with you?
Imperator. Imperator.
Imperator. Yes, I agree. He does have a point, but it's too early.
No,
They're
I don't
babies. They're
know.
babies.
Kimberly
Because
believe?
but we have to remember, that Brianna was supposed to still be in high school this year. Most of these juniors that we're talking about was supposed to still be in high school. Brianna was supposed to be a champs this year. The Clayton twins were supposed to be a champs this year. Karika Hill. So, a lot of these youngsters that we want to see do well so quickly, they are still in high school. Technically, they're still in high school learning, you know, the mechanics of the thing, but let us give them the benefit of the doubt. Which event are we now? Sandy
All right.
British. No, Sandy British. Kemba is still at Elite. We're talking about her transitioning from overseas, where she was at the University of Oregon, and she's now in Jamaica training. Mr. Unseen, where are we now? 100-meter men.
You want to go there? You want to go to Shericka Jackson? And then we'll
Ah,
go back to the men.
but I thought that we finished with the women 100
No, we
meters.
never talk about Shericka Jackson. I forget a 10 minute talk for
Oh,
yourself.
wait, we're giving Sharika some.
Shericka that. Yeah,
I
it's a
agree.
that man.
I agree. Okay, all right. If you want us to
Fast
talk
level,
about,
man.
yeah, if you want us to talk about Sharika, 11.05 in the heats and 2 hours after 10.82.
Right there, so.
What a talent that young lady is. What a talent. You talk about walking out of high school and walk right into pro. Just transition. It's like she stepped off a boat onto land and did it with such grace.
I'm telling you, man, that girl, I don't know. It's like, as me say, I always tell people as a coach, you see, whenever you use a 400-meter program for a sprinter, the range,
Yeah,
I just think it has become a different athlete. That's for
yeah,
me. Once they work on speed endurance, when they have the speed already,
yeah.
dangerous
And
athlete.
and I think this is one of the this is one of the attributes why these quarter milers who step down to the 100, they are so darn good at it, because they already have speed, and they're coming with endurance. And let me tell you, if Shericka ever work on her start to have a better start, Shericka can break the world record. If Shericka ever find that start, and of course lean at the line. I get upset with Shericka when she doesn't lean at the line. I get so mad when she don't lean at the line. But Shericka is a super talent. I've been watching Shericka from Veer days, and let me tell you, I was at a Gibson relay, and if somebody in the comment can remind me what year it was, I was in the stadium watching a Gibson relay, and Veer Technical with Shericka and Anchor got the baton way back in the 4x1, and it was like this giant just came forward and just stepped over everybody, and I was like, wow. And at that time she was running 200 and 400 meters, not the 100-meter.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Shericka Jackson, I don't know. I think right now, at the moment, she look like the one to really put some pressure on pocket racket. You understand me? Really
Yeah.
put some pressure on pocket racket. People, we also have to, send out prayers to pocket racket. She having a family emergency. I would just want, drop in the comment section. Like so we know what's going
Yes.
on.
She's
You know?
in our thoughts, yeah.
Yeah, man. So big up.
Thank you very much, Sean Barrett. Sean Barrett is saying it was Gibson Relays 2012. Thank you very much, sir. I remember that race like it was just yesterday.
Okay.
Yeah, but Shericka is outstanding. Shericka is one of the few athletes that have won global medal in the 100 meters, 200 meters, and 400 meters, 4x1 and 4x4, all 5 events. Shericka Jackson, versatile, one of the most versatile track and field athletes athlete that the sport has ever seen.
Yeah, man, very versatile, and she can help out in the quarter mile team as well. Why? But she's very strong, people. Man, I tell you,
She's strong man. Yeah.
yeah, she's very strong. And I remember her coach was saying that when she just joined the club that she couldn't him have to give her a couple of years because her body wasn't reacting to the training as how him like it. But him say anytime Shericka Jackson body get used to the training, she's going to be a beast, right? So that's why I say Frana is a genius when it comes on to woman sprinting. You know what I do, right? Frana is a genius, HP. So what may I
I
say is that
agree. I totally agree with that.
if it can
Stevie
work,
Francis, but
if it can work,
Sharika will tell you that her coach is Paul Francis. But I know exactly where you're coming from. That team right there up in MVP, yeah, they are on top of their game. They know what's the deal. They know what they're doing because I've seen so many champions come out of that club. It is unbelievable in such a short time,
that's
and and if you look at it, in the 21st century we have had 5 Olympic Games, and Jamaica won 4 of those 100-meter title out of 5 at the Olympics, and all 4 titles won under MVP training. Shelly-Ann won 2 when she was there, 2008 and 2012. Elaine won 2, 2016 and 2020. So there's no doubt that Stephen Francis and his team, they are some magicians, if we can call them that.
yeah, man. Pretty much, they're a magician. Yeah. So Shericka Jackson doing a wonderful job so far, looking good, and we're happy to see her that she's injury free and she's just working, just enjoying herself. She's not focusing on the world record. She just putting in the work and she just enjoying um, her bread and butter as much as possible, and that is important, for the athletes. We don't want them to get injured and out of the spotlight or the main light. You understand the people? Yeah, man. So let's move on over to the men's 100 meter.
And before you move
Track.
forward,
Okay.
I think if it I would say unfortunate, but because of the pandemic, we have not had an off season since the sport resumed. But I think if on an off season, Shericka Jackson just she and her team just work on her start and say, look, in this season, the goal is going to be the world record in the 100-meter. Sharpen that start, because all Shericka need is to get a better start. And if Shericka gets a better start, she's unbeaten for right now. That much I can tell you. If she get that start together, Shericka will be unbeaten for a long time. Let's move on.
All right, people. Yeah, man. Before we move on to, now we talk about that too. The start for Shericka John. Why? If she can get a start like him, Bolt, because Bolt never get perfect start when he broke the record.
Yeah.
He never get a perfect start when he broke the record, neither. But her start wasn't that bad though, in the race, neither. And
True.
I think she could run faster because she was just easy. At
She's
around 70 meters, she easy.
she has her start has improved from she started in the 100-meter back in what 2021. Yeah, she's
I
really improving. She's really improving.
I think the coach should work on a lot of reaction training. There are a lot of reaction drill, Yeah, because speed
I'm
is not only running. You have different types of speed. But enough people don't understand you have different types of speed. You understand? You have reaction speed, how fast information reach you, and how fast you process it and move, move with the instruction. You understand me? You have different speed, not just only for run.
Yeah.
You have drills teach you. All right, HP. Think about this. Me running in the lane, but I'm running and I'm running. Every time I run, me the over that side, yeah. So me running in the lane, I go down. Right? No, you will now run straight and now go over and go over. You gotta run
You're
straight.
more you're more likely to do a better job.
So the
A
one who are straight, right?
person running straight.
Right. So coaches start to do a line drill to improve athletes in running straight. 'Cause
You know who I think was very good at that? Asafa Powell.
yeah, man, that's why I run so fast.
Yes, I think Asafa Powell was very good at staying in a line, in a straight line when running. He wasn't what you call it. He wasn't hustling.
Right.
He just, yeah.
So do a lot of line drill. I understand what people. People, you get those information on my YouTube channel where I do those drills, and I'm gonna post it for the coaches to see how it's done, and look at the coaching points and all the different stuff. People, so Unseen Sports gonna keep the people, the fans, you know, information update all the time. You understand me? So let's move on and look on somebody. Asafa also had one of the best starts over. Yeah, man.
Indeed, indeed.
Like a bullet.
BI strong, yeah. He and Shelly, I don't know, I tell you. And of course, again, coming from the same camp, they were the best starters in the sport, in the 100-meter, both men and women. So I agree, I agree with you,
So
BI
HB,
strong.
we are thinking about Aliyah Abs though 1086 and then now Shericka was 1082. Are the shortest world lead never seen in my life.
Uh, um, Alea Hobbs, she is coming and she has been knocking. Alea Hobbs have been knocking for a few seasons now. It's not just last year. And if you notice, track and field America have not had a dominant female sprinter, especially in the 100, since the retirement of Carmelita Jetta. They have not been able to find themselves back in competitive, 100 meters since Jetta. I thought that Tori Bowie would have been the person that would have come through for America,
Where is
but
she? Where is she?
Tori Bowie, I the last
Mash
time
up?
last time I saw Tori Bowie was when she won the 100-meter 2017 at the World Championships, and
Not too
she,
bad.
yeah, I haven't seen much of her. I thought I would have seen a lot more. She would have been the American to, give the Jamaican some real competition, but I'm not sure if she left the sport or what, but she had not really been around. And then, of course, we saw the rise of Shakari in 2019. We're yet to see her at a global meet, a global competition wearing the American colors. So let's see if we will see her this year. So Alea Hobbs look like the best bet right now based on the last 2 or 3 seasons. She tried to beat the finals, and of course, um, so let's see what Hobbs will deliver this season. But
What about
of
TT Terry?
uh, TT Terry now, in my opinion, if you remember TT Terry and Brianna Williams is coming from basically the same era because they both finished 1-2 at the World Juniors where Brianna won and TT Terry came second. So I'm still waiting to see what TT Terry will have to deliver. So as it is right now, you have Alea Hobbs, you have TT Terry, you have Shakari, and of course you have Jefferson. So it is going to be very interesting to see how they will look this season. But so far, Hobbs is looking the most impressive um, of all of them right now. But
Aliyah.
Hobbs is making some noise. She's making some noise.
What do you think though? Let's go over to the relay. What do you think though? With Jamaica relay team, we have the best runners, but we just get it wrong. What's the problem? Is it a egoistic thing where certain athletes don't want to run at certain legs or cost us? Even the last
Let
time
me
had
let
a
me
big
tell you.
problem. US beat us,
Um,
Great Britain
um,
beat us. Talk to me,
a,
HB.
a lot of people ask me about that. People keep asking me. Last year, a lot of people were asking me, and if you notice most relay teams, how they set up their relay team, they two things I've noticed. They have put their quickest starter on the first leg, and they have put their strongest or most times their fastest sprinter on the back. Now, personally, I think we made a mistake last year when we put Elaine, who wasn't 100% to run on the backstretch, running against Dana Asher Smith and I think it was Abby Steiner. You understand? So I think that was where we made our mistake. On the backstretch, I would have put Shelly. And my relay team would have been Shelly on the back. Kemba to Shelly to Elaine to Shericka, or from Shericka to Elaine. That's how if Shelly had been on that backstretch, we would have won that relay team. Because if you look at where Shericka came from to catch TT Terry almost on the line, if it had set up a little different. But the thing is that, and we have to give credit to America, when America set up a relay team, if you remember 2016 relay team, America was disqualified and they appeal, run by themselves, got the 8th fastest time and was in lane 1. Lane 1 they got at the Rio Olympics, and they won the gold medal, beating us into second. So they are very good at putting relay teams together, especially their women.
So
Especially
what is
their
our
women.
problem?
I think I
We have a serious
think
problem.
we do have a problem because a lot of the relays that we've lost, a lot of the 4x1 that we've lost, especially in this in the 21st century, having some of the fastest women. When you talk about Veronica, you talk about Karen Stewart, Aileen Bailey, Sharon Simpson, Shelly Ann, we have some of the most outstanding sprinters for this season. We have 3 women going on the podium for the 100 meters. We should not be losing those 4x1 gold medal for the women. But of course, again, we do have a problem. What it is, I am not sure.
My opinion, Elaine Thompson Elaine Thompson should I be professional enough to say, all right, I don't think I can run this because I'm injured. Because her leg was the slowest leg for the team.
That was why you should not have put her on the
It
back.
really matter which
She
leg
came
she tried
third.
to push.
No, no, no. You have to remember, when you put if you notice the American team over the years, America always put
But
Justin
what
Gatlin.
you are doing now in the HP, you're defying fitness now.
No, no, I'm
Yes.
not. I'm not.
Yes.
But you cannot put.
You're saying that an injured athlete, because she has the name, she has the second fastest time in 100 meter in the world. No matter what, she should be running. That's what you're
No,
saying.
that's not what I'm saying. What I'm
So
trying to
why you want the
say,
athlete with that Achilles
no, what I'm
injury to
trying
run?
to say, okay, you want your 4 top people to run. You want your 4 top people to run. Remember now,
All right.
Elaine,
All right.
Elaine,
So we're talking.
yes, right, your 4 top people. Remember, Elaine would have been one of the top women last year because remember, Elaine finished third in the 100 meters. That's the first thing you have to remember. She finished fourth in
All
the
right. She finished
200 meters.
third, not the 100. Third, not the
And
100.
she finished fourth, in the 200.
Fourth in the 200.
So she would have been among our top 4 women.
All right.
So,
Top four women.
right.
Mm-hmm.
Remember now, if you want to use your top 4 women, remember that Elaine is not at her best.
Elaine is not at her best, right?
So if your athlete is not at your best, you cannot put them on the second leg
You're
of your
supposed to run them at all.
No, you can run them. You can run them
Run
because
them
I've
at the lead.
seen not necessarily.
I
Not
just can't
necessarily.
understand it though. That's why them say. That's why Donkey say we're level, Just
It
can't.
it level, man. It level. Remember, Elaine was not.
I know me not can't understand the logic.
Remember, Elaine wasn't really injured in her. Elaine was not at the top of her game
Of course, she was injured. She
because
said
of
that on
prior
a podcast.
injuries.
She said
Yet
that on a podcast with Asava Power that she was feeling pain. She was going
she
through a
was
lot of
in. All
pain.
right, she was injured going into the championship.
Yes,
Remember,
and
she was
she was
injured.
she
She
was
got
feeling
injured
pain.
before, so her training did not go according to plan. So she was not at where she would like to be going into
But
the
HP, you know, you
championship.
can say she doing something with Asafa.
I saw it. I saw that interview. I saw it.
She
The
said
same interview that you
she was injured. So I don't understand. Oh, the coach, and this is the thing, we're not taking the coaches. See, when we lose them race, we're supposed to ask the coach, I'm supposed to give you a report as fans. What type of mistake that? Because there's no way. And the same thing in a football too. That's why me and some of the manager them can't agree, or sometimes the coaches them can't agree. Because watch this now.
see
And the
BI
same
strong.
mentality we have, you know.
BI strong is basically saying the same thing that I'm saying, and
No,
what we're
I
saying
know,
is that
I don't
Elaine
always
wasn't
see it
injured.
like you let them see that we're there.
No,
Because
hold on.
see her,
No, what I'm trying to say, Elaine was not injured the day of the relay. Elaine was just not at the top of her game.
so
Hence,
why she's not on top of her game?
but it happens. It
Let me
happens.
ask you why she's not on top of her
Because
game.
of prior injuries. Prior
Right, because
injuries.
of all right. So I use that because of prior injuries, I would not have make her run in the race.
So that means we wouldn't make her run in the one. So why did we run her in the one and the two then? If we're
That's
not
her
going
individual race. That's her individual race. Where she want to run it, yes or no? She qualify for it.
the same way she qualified for the individual races, she was qualified for the 4x1.
So me I go with what you were saying.
Because
Me,
that's what
I'm
I'm
a
saying,
different
top
narrative.
four, and that's why I said
So
top
you
four.
no, you are go with she is not injured. She's not at her best. I am
She
going with
wasn't at her best.
she. I am going with she was injured before and she was still injured at the championship. That me I go with.
I don't know if she was still injured at
But at that
the
me year she saw
championship.
her mouth, she was still injured at the championship, going through pain. So me not understand. Oh, because in football, right? As a fitness coach or a, doctor, whatever. The first thing come to mind when an athlete have an injury and moving fast, running, controlling the ball, whatever, track and field or football. The first thing the mind I got to tell you to do is that take your time on the foot when the foot I go down. Don't go too hard on the foot because you're gonna feel one sharp pain and the pain is sometimes not look too nice. So your body you get scared at that area of your body. So you start fidget and do all different things and you go end up moving slow. That is common sense.
Elaine was in good shape for the relay. She just was not in good enough shape to run the backstretch. The backstretch is the longest leg. And Elaine was going up against some of the fittest people. She went up against Abby. She went up against Dina Asher Smith, who came third in the 200 and of course four in the 100 between she and Elaine. So Elaine was fit enough for the relay. She just was not fit enough to run the backstretch. I would have put Elaine either on the third leg or the anchor leg if I was going to run her. It was too much work. She got too much work to do based on her and where she was on the backstretch against women who were
HP,
at the
continue to
peak. So, see, I
Mr. Call.
agree.
Mr. Call. Anybody person calling me on this can call back if it's
I
you know.
agree with you, Walt Jr. Shelly runs fastest in a straight lane. I think Shelly would have done better on that backstretch. I think the job would have been done by Shelly on that backstretch. So Elaine getting it on
Hello?
the curve.
Hello? Yeah man, me I hear man. Yeah, hear HP?
You have a caller?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
I'm not hearing.
We can talk about a bit louder in the phone. Yeah. Yeah man, I hear man. Just talk loud like that.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, officials, because at the end of the day, you have to stick with one set team. So if they went with the same team from last year, Brianna, Elaine, um, Shericka, and Shelly, then we would have better results than what we had last time in Eugene. So I would have put Brianna on the start, of course, Shelly upon the second, Shericka upon the curve for running Prandini, and I give Elaine to finish it. Let's trace on our foot. We're in a straight line.
That's a good lineup.
If you had to stick with the team that we gelled together in Tokyo, then we would have won last year. So we can't really beat up the lane that much. It's just the officials don't know how to set up the relay properly and how to form a cohesive unit so they can run properly because they know each other. Look on Britain, look on Switzerland, sorry. Britain, Switzerland, the same persons, Canada, same persons that run every single time. You just change the order, but it's the same persons and they're cohesive. They might not run fast, but they are consistent. That's how we lack some at times.
Collier, share your music, share your love.
Hold on. You can continue now.
Yes, yeah, it was need to be consistent. In regards to, so we just need to be consistent. We need to have the same persons. We have four sick persons. You see that the first time we run the first four, we won. Okay, how can we improve it so that we can break the world record? So we work with the same four persons, then we move and say, what can we change? What can we switch up? So we'll put Shelly on the second. Should I give you a maximum speed on the second leg? So we'll put Shericka on the curve. Perfection. No, the
Stick it on the curve. You need to be in a 10-5 form. Put her upon the straight away. Because if there is no much for Elaine.
Jano, HP.
Collier, share
I
your
agree.
music, share your love.
Now try to make it get louder. You understand me coming out the box right here, you know?
Okay. I agree with the caller though. He's still there?
Yeah, man, in the air, man.
I agree with the caller when he said, we can't beat up on Elaine too much because, we have to blame the people who are putting the relay team together. And as I said before, and whether anyone agree with me or not, I would not, if I am putting that relay team together, knowing that Elaine is not at her best, I would not have put Elaine on that back. I would not put her on the back stretch.
Carla, go ahead. So, no, go right here, so that, and
The caller is still there?
go on, hold on.
Oh, he got cut off?
Him there. Talk to him.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, so I'm saying if everything is being constant, if everything is being constant and we keep the same we have the same four at least next year. I'm gonna give next year. Then we can break the world record if we constant. If we don't get the world record this year, we can try to get the same fours. Look at changing up and thing. But by next year we should get that record. If the ladies are healthy. But yeah, that's my point. We need to be consistent. Officials need to know the strengths of the respective athletes. Shericka is good on the curve. Shelly is good on that second and the last leg. If Shelly was on that last leg last year,
Collier, share your music, share your love.
you know how fast you would have passed her in that last leg. But they did put on she was kind of crumbling on the third leg because Elaine didn't give her I call it reasonable distance. So she run fast, but Brandy covered her immediately.
Yeah, Prandini. Make USA win, you know?
Yeah, Prandit and that leg.
Yeah, man, Prandini. Make US win, man. I'm not tell you lie.
Yeah, she won it for the Americans. It reminded me of 2012 Olympics with Johan on that third leg, winning that 4x1 for Jamaica in record time. So you have to know where people's strength lies and put them where their strength lies. And Elaine, even though Elaine can run the backstretch, but she was not at her best. And I see somebody saying, if Elaine wasn't at her best, why did we run her? We see athletes run a lot of times and they're not at their best, but they still go out there and get the job done. So if you know that one of your top athlete is not at their best, do not put them with some of the best in the world. Put them somewhere where you know that they can make a difference. You can help them to help the team. And I still think that we're learning, especially when it gets to the senior level. Especially when you get to the senior level, the women, we are still learning how to put the team together. I don't know why it is so difficult.
And it shouldn't be that though.
Thank you very much, sir. It should not be that way.
Because look at last year, Karika. Excellent execution.
Excellent. Brilliant. Brilliant.
Remember, Jordan, don't face it with me again. Me have my box. I just never hook it up. You understand? Go ahead, caller. Talk loud. You don't have to talk loud again, you know, because I'm here right now. Oh, God. Caller.
Oh, okay. Yeah. So we just need to strive for that, and we need to have persons who are smart and who are, call it, wise enough to know their strengths and weaknesses. And that really can.
All right. Hey, people, we have, what's that? 25 minutes leave. So have to talk about
Okay, yes. So we
yeah.
have to. Yes.
So have to
All
talk
right.
about the 100-meter men race.
But
Carla.
thank the caller. Thank him very much. And very good point and very good observation.
You have anything to say about that 100-meter race?
Um,
He's gone?
No.
It, to me, it's just like look like he reacted to the gun very fast, like a Shelly. Not a false start per se. But even if it was a false start, the clock, I'm thinking the clock should have been running. But the clock just stopped running automatically because before the person do false start, the clock runs as the person get up. So I think it's a blunder on their part. And when I was leaving, Blake was on the ground crying because I think it's hard to run that fast. High effort not being applauded or recognized. It's hard. I think they were human beings, so it's kind of like a slap in the face, to be honest. If officials had been aware of the guns that had gone off, the second gun had gone off, then I don't know. It was a blunder. I waited there for like 15 minutes at the time because to me that was a 9, 8, 9, 7 to hold. He was transitioning out the blocks. He's 50, 60, 80.
989, yeah. 989 was on time though, by one of the journalists.
Again, I agree with the caller.
That means the system wasn't working properly.
I think the blunder is from their part. I think so because even if he had false started and the race ran, what happened to the clock? How do you explain why the clock wasn't even started?
Let me ask you a question though. So you blame the officials for technological deficiencies. That's kind of harsh because they never know it's man-made when it's going to get problem. Because what happen is whenever the reaction time is when the reaction time over the amount, it trigger off the fast start and you hear, the two gun. I don't something like that. You understand me? But in this case, not never happened. Like
Nothing never happened. So it's a mechanical problem then.
so it's a mechanical problem.
So
It kind of hard to
technically,
really
so
kill
technically,
them.
is the official? It is an officiating problem, not really that the young man false start.
But even
Even
but
though
if,
it look.
but even at big events, we see problem go on sometime.
No, problem can go on, but we just want people to own it. That's what we've been saying all night.
You know, get Jamaican doing
Just
things.
own it. Just say, okay, we had some
Yes.
technical problem. And it is obvious because even if it was a false start, why wasn't the clock running? Why was the clock on pause?
Yeah, well, the clock running.
But a lot of time I see clock pause and time I check see me. You
I,
understand?
I don't know, man.
Enough time I
But
see the clock there all 13, 20 gone up, so I'm look them care about the time down and you know. But normally what would happen is something like that, they would use box one, up by box one, they would have the machine, the computer, where they would check the time. Right? They can give Blake a time same way, They can do it.
so why are we not hearing any
But them
time?
now give him a time because them say him fast start based on the reaction time out of the
So
blocks.
so why didn't they call back the race?
The, I don't know, maybe
It's
because
like
them run a
A
yeah.
Bahamas crash
Yeah,
for
why wasn't the race? The rule is that if there's a false start or a faulty start, you call back the race. They did not call back the race, and at the end of the race, we could not even see a flash time. So, what was happening? You're telling me that everything was okay, working okay?
Akeem Blake definitely fast started. The official should have called back the race. I
And
have
I
some I have something that I want to read HP track chat. Just
okay, go ahead.
give me a second, I'll pull it up right here. I'm gonna pull it up right on my computer right here, so can just read it off the computer right here. Alright, coming up in few. Alright, so listen up. So, our marvelous officials have declared that the obvious winner, Blake, was disqualified for false starting in the race, in which they made no attempt to recall. The participants are even trying to communicate with the patrons that there was a problem with R during the race. Should I be blamed for feeling that Blake's disqualification is mechanism being used to cover up officiating ineptitude that was likely to be exposed if the time of the winner was to be given? A lot of noise was made about schoolboy pointing fingers as if it was a gun, while there deadening silence regarding the rapid declining standard of officiating, administration races run over wrong distance, hurdles set at wrong height, athlete not jog tested when should have been, and the list goes on. Would I be wrong to believe that Jamaica has lost and is losing its hard earned universal respect for competence and integrity? People, this one's strong. What do you think about it?
I have the caller is still there. The caller wants to go first.
Is there?
I'm still there. I'm still there. I agree. I agree. I agree. We yeah, I agree. The customer athletes kind of don't feel like less than. But when officials are being recommended, they get nothing. The same Jamaica culture whereby we just push everything under the rug. Officials are to be blamed. Look at Bahamas. They're to be blamed. Same as here. They're to be blamed. So you have official that want them to the race with that cheer. Like, really?
And
That
this is what I keep saying
is
too.
reaction. That
But you know though,
person
Carla,
graduate.
I don't cut you. You know though, it's certain event alone official behave certain way, in Jamaica, If you look, I remember I went to Gibson Relay, right? And when the official them a go up on the field and put on the hurdles them a march like them in a soldier in the army. You understand me? Certain meet them just walk, you say one man go this one and you say two, them take 1 year to put up the hurdles them. When they look one hurdles out of place and you understand me? Let me tell you this man. You see, money make people work.
One of my biggest problem
Right.
is that we penalize the athletes when there's a false start or faulty start or whatever, and officials never get called out for their actions. They never get called out when they mishap or make a mistake. Nothing. They are never called out. Yet we love to point fingers at the athletes to say, "Oh, this athletes did that," or "This athletes did that," or we call out the athletes so easily. Yet the people who are officiating and organizing, we allow them to get away with everything that they do to disrupt the sport. We allow them. And let me tell you, I am still upset about the world record last year. I'm still upset. And people will say, why are you still upset? We ran it later on last year, but I am saying we've never had a world record on local soil. This is us creating history on our soil in order to cement our legacy. So a piece of our legacy was taken away from the country. It was taken away from three homes, and I'm talking about Brianna Liston, the Clayton twins, and Serena Cole. You understand? The legacy was taken away from two schools that was involved in that race, Edwin Allen and Heidel. So nobody look at it like that. People are just saying, oh, I hear even some people saying, oh, we're going to run that again, man. Don't worry yourself. But is the principle of the thing that I look at. And the officials are never called out. It's business as usual. Nobody wants to talk to you. Nobody wants to tell the fans anything. They're just like, and you hear nothing about it. It is swept under the rug and nobody follow up and just nothing.
Because look at last year world champs. They say the false start, just no false start. Nothing comes of it. That's it. Just have to lead the field. And that's it. I think that they're held in a high regard that they feel superior and fine after what they say goes. So if they put a bad decision, there's no account for it because they are the law.
HP.
They're the God, the jury, executor, everything.
HP and Carla.
Yes.
So we have to go over to this one. We can't leave without talking about Karika Diamond Hill.
Before we go to Karika, before we close with Karika, I just want to mention a few young men that I saw and I was happy to see at the meet. I was overjoyed when I saw Javon Mattison. When I saw Javon Mattison, I was so happy. I was excited because Javon Mattison is one of those that I want to see go forward. And when I saw him, I was super, super excited. So I want to say that about Javon Mattison. It was so good to see him. And young Adrian Carr, who is still in high school, running a PB of 10.22 and 2.5. Well, he run 10.22 in the heats, and then he came back in the finals and run, 10.25. So it was so good to see that. So I just want to, point out, seeing Javon Mattison, I was super, super excited.
And Michael O'Hara
And
Russell.
Michael O'Hara, listen, when I saw moving to the males, the 110-meter hurdles, when I saw the lineup, I was like, oh, this is a Calabar sprint hurdles lineup, because I saw Michael O'Hara was there, Deja Russell was there, Orlando Bennett was there. So it was very, very good to see. And I'm still hopeful about Michael O'Hara. I don't know why, but I'm still hopeful. And I'm hopeful of Deja Russell.
Champ's career, man. High school career, man.
I'm still hopeful that those two young men can come forward. I mean, Russell, who just left high school a few years, still have some more time. So it was good. It was good to see them.
And this is the problem I have with fans and people, is that we can't. High school is a different kettle of fish when it comes on to pro
True.
in any sports.
What I would say, I would say that if they know that they see that they're not progressing, they can try other sports. And they sure have a body type that they can do football, either American football or rugby, or even some winter sports. So you have to know your strength, you have the speed. You'll make more money as American football just sitting on the field than your whole entire life making it in track and field.
No, but Carla,
Body is safe, eh?
But Carla, just remember that.
To execute.
Just remember that Digor Russell made the world championship team in high school,
Yeah, but high school.
You understand me? So injury mash him up, Injury mash him up.
That you're not transitioning.
No, the transition slowed down because of injury.
Um,
It's not because him not good enough or him not train or him lack this or that. It was injury that stopped him. Him just remember. All right. So there are videos that I put out with Digo Russell stating that him feel better now. Him a go try now. We see which part him there in him season. He's injury free and stuff. And him talk and tell people. These are some of the athletes who come out and talk and tell you where my face. Matheson at the next Anto face the same thing.
You know
So we
what?
can't kill them.
Because
Hmm?
if you seek out other opportunities to make more money or use your talent more wisely, it's like they have it. If you have the opportunity to do so.
Sean Barrett in the comment section is saying Michael O'Hara, unfortunately, his time is up. He left high school when 2014.
Dave G. Grove says he thinks it's looking too late.
For Mattison, I think Mattison. I still think Mattison have some time. Mattison was at Champs 2018. Or was it 2019? 2018 or 2018, Mattison was still in high school. So I think Javon Mattison still have some time. Michael O'Hara finished school 2015, so that would mean he is about 20. He and Shericka left school maybe same time, or yeah. So O'Hara still have some time because I think O'Hara and Shericka was in high school at the same time.
Yeah.
But it was really good to see Javon Mattison. I have been pining over Javon Mattison because I think Javon Mattison could be one of the most outstanding sprinter in this era for us, Javon Mattison. So I am still hopeful. So let's see.
The high school
I agree, Barrett. Mattison
rush.
still have time.
Hey people, the high school rush. More have a debate, because I know the high school rush sometimes damage some of them athletes, But the coach them not gonna like this when time me talk. You understand? Because they must say anti-sports controversial, but me I talk it truth. The pressure what them put on some athlete them high school, brother, left no room for improvement. Me hear some of the league coach them talk about it, say when the player them, when the athlete them come at the camp, them tired.
They max out.
Then tired. Yeah. No room to improve, brother. No
So
room.
what about, all right, so what about what the caller said?
What you say?
Dexter is the best case in point.
But Dexter Lee is the best case in point in that one. Dexter Lee.
Left
Injuries. Left
All right,
eyes.
so let me ask you guys something now. Coach, as a coach on scene, these young men who are leaving high school, because the women seem to transition way better than the men. The data is there to prove it. These young men who are leaving schools, who are running super time, who are running 10-1 in class one at age 18, going 19. If you as a coach get some of these athletes, what kind of program would you have for this athlete in order to slowly transition them into, or is it that you just throw them into pro training? Is there a system for them to go through?
Based on what I know, you have to do an assessment. Most of the coaches may do assessment on their body, based on the program that they will be doing. Series of training session and see how their body cope to the program, and
Okay.
then they will make a decision. If they're not injured, if them don't pick up this and them not feeling. You understand me? They make a decision on when to increase the load, the volume, or whatever. You understand
Okay.
me? Based on the event that they are doing, and then we plan them specificity, them specific training. You know, based on when they want them to really peak for an event, or some athlete want to win money, so then peak for the money. Some want to win money and championship, so then peak for both, and it varies. So
Okay, I
coaches
get you.
have to really study it, and you have to be very smart at
Yeah,
what
you
you do.
have to be.
You have
Okay.
to really have a good relationship with the athlete as well. Talk to them a lot. You have to have a good relationship, like your daughter or your son, type of thing.
All right. I know that you might be running out of time, so let us quickly close with the women
So we have 5 minutes.
sprint hurdles. The women sprint hurdles. What can we say about Karika Hill?
My God, she is.
Karika
She's
Hill.
the future, and she's not waiting. As I said, she's not waiting. She and Tina Clayton not waiting on no transition, nobody to get accustomed to any training
Well, they're
session.
transitioning nicely. That much
She
I can tell you. Their
ready to go.
transition is,
Listen to me.
yeah.
She ready for go? Um,
Listen, let me share some information that a lot of people might not know about Karika before we move on. Karika was supposed to be at Champs this year, first year class one. Karika is still a junior. Karika is still a junior this year. Karika will be a junior next year again. So I think the world junior record and national record is at 12.71. Karika Hill ran 12.75. I think Karika Hill can break this record before she get into, before she exits her junior career. She is
Claude Murphy.
outstanding and brilliant. I
Yeah. This was a good one. I soon go back to one, Alex. Claude Murphy. I mean, I understand this. Super times are always run at these times, as the wind is also stronger. Um, the wind is also stronger. In April and June, in August, it slow down, and so do most of these at this time. But a negative, them are under negative. So the breeze actually, them face is not positive.
Yeah, it's negative wind. Yeah.
It's negative when them are under Claude Murphy. Come on. Anyway, somebody that say, people they have problem with Karika Hill going pro.
Um, I
So,
don't know. I don't know. I don't think people had a problem. I think people had concerns. That's different. I think some people had concerns. And of course, we've seen a group of them gone pro. Some are doing well and some are struggling. So you just never know which way it will go. I think a lot of people were saying Karika did not even enter class one. So she had more time to develop as a youngster because Karika Hill was class two last year at Champs. So I think people just had concerns, but thank God she is doing well and we wish her all the best. I think Brittany Anderson world junior record and national record is under some serious, serious threat.
that's why I stay out of athletes' business. When they are choosing school or pro life, I am not like some you all who can't get tired of embarrassment. Yo, we want to pick them to stay in high school. Never have debated with HB already. We want the kids them to stay in high school. Some of them not cut out for no book work or no degree. Bridging, make the pick them go pro man and go
Yes,
make some
but
money.
in the same breath, you cannot rush their career. You have to
No,
be
but no, we're
careful.
not rushing their
You
career.
can't
They
rush
can go
it,
to no, they can go to the pro scenes and wait them 2 year, work with the pro people them and get but I go to school too.
Yeah, yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
You have to know how to manage them. There's something called skill management. You have to know how to manage that youngster where their body is not fully developed. Fair live how much ton of weights like the person who is like a pro athlete. We have to be very careful. But
It
I
is
would I would love to see a race, and I think we will see it at the trials with Karika Hill, Brittany Anderson, Akira Nugent, people like those. I think this is going to be one of the most electrifying race at the trials this year, and I can't wait.
all right. People are always say anti sports start madness sometime, you understand me I say? But the reality because true we as human we grow the way, we culture the way, we think one way. Right? Read the book, comprehend the book, and then work it with the book right. We don't really think about what they write, what them are writing tonight, or try one different way how
Hold on,
things.
cool you say, if I go on. Cool you, what is the world junior? What is the world junior record?
We have a couple seconds leave HP.
Yes.
So
Cool
we
you,
finish.
so if I go on because we said the world junior record under threat.
We finish. So what me I say is people quick and fast is that sometimes we have to think about what we are read sometime and ask question. You understand me? When we are going to school, you know, them a teach you how to make money, you know. Them teach you how to go for work for people for all our life. For example, me, if I not learn about YouTube, if my mother teaching about YouTube from in a
No,
primary
hold
school.
on. Let me just clear up something quickly. No, cool you. I was saying Brittany Anderson world junior record of 12.71 is under threat because Karika Hill ran 12.75, and Karika Hill is still a junior this year, and she will also be a junior next year. So I think she has a shot at it.
Yes, people, thank you for coming to Unseen Sports at
Thank you
8.
very much, guys.
You understand me? Stream and cut off any minute now. You
Thank you
understand?
all. Sean Barrett,
We
cool
need
you.
a part two. You know, we need a part two. All
Thank you
right.
all so much. Thank you.
Just in
It
the comment
was
section, where you think we can talk about tomorrow evening? HP, you busy tomorrow?
tomorrow, maybe.
My God.
But this was good as always, and it is always a pleasure to be here and seeing. Thanks for letting us hook up and do this thing, and just spread our love for the sport and for our athletes and for our country also.
People, look out for the next live. Make sure you hit the notification bell so you know when you go live and thing. You understand me, I say, people? Yeah,
Yes.
man. Come on, soon I watch my video them after.
Yes,
Walk.
cool you.
You
I know
understand?
that Brittany also has a national